Hey train friends, welcome back to the Pittsburgh Industrial Railroad and the Horseshoe Curve for our Sunday live session. Sorry we're running a little bit late today. Just trying to get everything running smooth before we start the show. And I was trying to move some trains around real quick. Sorry about the late start. But anyways, thanks for joining in today. I'm gonna try to get connected here so I can chat with you guys, answer some live questions, Q&A, whatever you guys have in mind. And then we have some cool trains to run today. Hang on just 1 second. Okay, hey, I'm in now. Okay, hey Patrick, how you guys doing? Michael, welcome. Russell, how you guys doing today? Um, Looks like it's here we go. The video looks better now. Okay, good. Hey Jim, how you doing? Thanks for joining in weekly, guys. I appreciate it. Today we're going to be running the Lionel Pennsylvania Heritage ES44 8102. I also have the MTH the T1 duplex that I converted to Lionel TMCC. I tried to run that for you guys. I don't know. It was a couple weeks ago, and the layout. I think that was one of those days when the track needed cleaned and it wasn't running good. So I'm gonna see how it runs today. Hopefully we have good luck with that. I have it with my K-line aluminum passenger cars, and those things, man, those cars have so much current draw on the layout that I had to pull two of them off. I have a 6-car set, so right now it's only down to a 4-car set, and I pulled off like a couple engines because I was trying to turn the layout on here before the video started, and it kept tripping the breaker. Those things just draw so much current. So I'd love to convert those to LED lighting or something in the future. That'd be awesome. Um, hey Lance, how you doing? Michael asked if I have any pets. Yeah, we have a few pets. We have a cat and we have a snake. we actually thought about putting the snake in the live show. I can always send Lily to go get the snake. Lily, you should go get the snake. No. She said no. We have a guinea pig as well. We had dogs, but we don't have any dogs any longer. Hey Jared, how you guys doing? GRP24, thanks for joining in. So, questions, feel free to ask them at any time during the video. I'll be here to answer questions while before we start running trains and after as well, or during, I should say. So the oh yeah, the guinea pig came from Lily's classroom in her 6th grade classroom. They were trying to find a home for it, so we adopted it last year. Or no, 5th grade, not 6th grade, right? Sorry, Lily. Hey Devon, hello from Miami. How you doing today? So if you guys missed the show on Thursday, I wore the same shirt. This is one of my new PTF Designs shirts. If you can see it in that view. In the logo it says PTF Designs here. It's just the front of a Penske steam engine. And these are available on my website. You can go to the website and it takes you to Teespring where you buy them separately there. There's going to be more designs coming soon. So stay tuned for that. If you haven't signed up for my email subscription on my website, go to the website's pghtrainfanatic@yahoo.com. Go to the bottom and sign up for the newsletter. So I'm going to try to start doing newsletter updates with new products and things. So you'll get you'll be the first to know about it. Hey from Texas, how's it going? All right, so new on the layout. So nothing really new on the layout per se. I did add a tree. I'll show you that in a little bit. Not a big deal. I had an issue on the live show Thursday where some of the lights weren't working in my where the UFO scene is at, and the transformer died. So I replaced the transformer. Everything's working good now. We'll see that in a little bit. Otis, Tully, how you doing? Thanks for joining in. Thanks to everybody for coming in and watching today. Hope everybody's doing well and in good spirits. So let me take a quick second here. We'll talk about the my PTF Designs building flats. Just kind of run those by real quick and put a plug in for my products. So hold on one second. I gotta hit the power on. Here it is. All right, so here's the ones I set up today. These are the my PTF Designs building flats, and we have the switch tower on the left, and in the center that is the hunting cabin. You can see there's a lot of cool details in that, and these are 1/2 inch thick. This is the industrial #1 combo. It's one of my favorites. So all three of these are O scale, and I just had this. This is an HO scale track that was sitting there from Thursday. But anyways, these building flats are available on my website. It's pghtrainfanatic at Yahoo or pghtrainfanatic.com. My email address is pghtrainfanatic at yahoo.com. And also these are sold on eBay. If you look up the username pghtrainfanatic again, you'll find me on there, and you can purchase these. And here's the again the website at the bottom there. Some of the other designs we have, a couple hundred different listings on eBay and on the website. So if you need anything special or you just want to purchase directly from me, shoot me an email. I'm always up to find out what's do something different what you guys are thinking about. So again, if you have any questions, just feel free to ask. All right, so over here I put the Union Railroad switcher. This is by Lionel. I put this on the tracks. It was having an issue underneath. There's kind of like a worm gear. I don't know if that's the correct wording for it, but because there is just one motor in this engine, and on the one side it was like one of the little pins was loose, and it was rubbing on the other side of the engine, and you could hear it while it was running. So we'll test that out today and see how that works. Hopefully it's running better. And I just glued it last night, so hopefully that worked. We'll give it a shot. Hey Max, how you doing today? Thanks for joining in. Ed, hey Ed, thanks for the nice compliments. I appreciate it. And let's see. I was trying to see what Otis was asking. So those buildings, they can stand on their own. You'd have to probably use a little bit of glue on the bottom if you want the buildings to stand up on their own. But if you wanted to do a building that was against the wall, then you would just use like some 3M tape or even just like some painter's tape and hold it on the wall behind it. That way it doesn't damage your paint on your wall. That's how I usually do mine. I've even used like one little tiny dab of hot glue at the top on some of them. Those are the more permanent ones I've done on the layout, like some of these other buildings back here that I've made. And then there's one of the industrial #1s, but that was made many years ago, so it's on the cardstock. I meant to mention that before. My building flats are on vinyl now, so they're more vibrant and highly detailed now. Hey Alex, thanks for joining in today. Old Ohio Angler, you asked what's the largest size print I can do. I have done prints even larger than some of those dimensions. I have one that's like they're like 20 inches long. So yeah, I can do larger prints for sure. Michael, you asked if there's any other scale I like other than O scale. I like N scale a lot, to be honest. You can pack a lot into a small area, and it's kind of fun and easy to build a layout and rebuild a new one, and everything's pretty affordable. That's kind of cool. So that's one thing I like about N scale. But obviously as you can see, my love is where shit. Why is it not working? Man, sorry about the connection issues. I was trying to figure that out too before the live show today. Anyways, so let's get the engine running here. I'll turn on the T1. Hang on one second. Let me put my phone in this tripod I got. Handheld one helps me hold the phone and hold the. Whoops, sorry about the shakiness. I was going to mention before the video kind of cut out there for a second. I was going to mention that if you guys have any questions during the running session, feel free to ask. Hope everybody's doing well and enjoying the weekend. Hi, Rail Fan Parker. How you doing? All right, so let's see. Here it is. This engine does have a synchronized chuffing smoke unit, but I'm not going to turn it on today. Again, this is an MTH Premier T1 duplex. It originally had Proto Sounds 1. I bought it on eBay. It was like brand new practically when I bought it. Slightly used. And I took it out and I put in the TMCC upgrade into it. So, and again, it has the JRG Super Chuff on today. And for some reason, my marker lights aren't working. I don't know why, but maybe the wire came loose. All right, so let's get this thing rolling out.
How's that track look? Are we clear? Over. Affirmative, the track is yours. Over. Roger that. All clear. Out. How's that track look? Are we clear? Over. Affirmative, the track is yours. Over. Roger that. All clear. Out.
Looks like a battleship. There's a battleship with the round windows. So again, these are K-line 18-inch aluminum passenger cars, and the lighting in them, just like I said before, it draws so much current on the track. So I was only able to put 4 on. I do have 6 of these, so right now we're just running with 4. Oh, uh-oh. Wonder if we got a little spot on that bridge back there. Might have to address that in a little bit if it keeps doing it. All right, so somebody asked what was on the inner loop. Right now, I have the SD40-2 on it. I didn't get a chance to change that. I may stop the video. Whoops. Uh-oh. Stop the video. As soon as I said that, something happens in the other room. I was going to say I may stop the layout and switch out that engine at some point, but something happened with the T1. Now the track's back on. I guess it's working. Okay. All right. We're just going to keep rolling with that. All right. So over here we got the ES44 Pennsy Heritage.
Dispatcher here. You're cleared outbound. Over. Acknowledged. I got 3 out.
I saw you come in, Al. How you doing today? Hello to everybody. Yeah, I do need old Ohio Angler said I need LED lighting. You're right. Absolutely. Hey, Michael, that's cool that you got to see the 4014. That's on the bucket list for sure for me. This T1's coming in quick. Had to kind of hightail it out of town with the ES44 here because the T1 was coming up on it. Now, I don't know if you can tell or not, but this engine is a lot more quiet than the factory direct legacy engines from Lionel. And that's not a bad thing. But it's definitely not at the same sound decibel level for sure. Here comes the. So every time that T1 goes into the other room, it's doing something. Let's go see what it's doing. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, guys. I didn't even turn the lights on in here. Night shot. So what's happening with this thing? It seems like when it's hitting this switch, it doesn't like that switch, I guess. Okay, well, let's give it a few more loops around the layout here and see if that problem fixes itself. Maybe we'll stand here and wait for it to do a loop around, make sure it... Not sure why it's doing that. All engines are finicky. This one seems to be kind of particularly finicky. Michael, I'll talk about the tank car scene when I go back in the other room. Just if I don't mention it, just remind me when I walk in there. David Capal says clean the switch contacts. It's not doing it with every engine though. It's only doing it with that engine. I don't have anything to clean it right now. That's what I was thinking, the electrical footprint, just the way that it hits this switch. This is one of those 072, 090, 92 curved switches, so it's on a curve. I needed that angle to be able to get this kind of shot coming over at this switch. these two switches originally were not here. I don't like what's happening right now. I don't see any trains in here. I'm speeding up this ES44. Okay, I know where it's at now. It's by the city. I can hear it hitting the sensor switch. The sensor track, I mean. Here it comes. All right. Yeah, I've seen a lot of the Heritage engines around Pittsburgh. To be honest, there's only a couple that I haven't seen. I can't even recall which ones I haven't seen, but I've seen a lot of them. I work downtown too, so I see a lot of trains going by down there, and then our family business is close by, the right next to the railroad tracks as well. Oh, here we go. Just hit it over here. Crap. All right, so this is going to get kind of annoying. So let me try this real quick. Just kind of go over it. It's okay, slow. Let's try it one more time. That's strange. So if we go hit it with a little more speed, it turns off, but when it was slow, it it was okay. That's a bummer. We might have to swap out the T1 for something else, just so it doesn't ruin the show here. The T1 doesn't have a 9-volt backup because it's legacy. Well, not legacy. It's TMCC upgraded, so it doesn't have that type of system in it any longer. There might be a spot. I don't know if there's a spot on the TMCC board for a 9-volt battery. I can't remember. It's been so long. I should go back and look at the video when I installed it. Sorry if I missed anybody's questions. I was kind of having obviously a little bit of an issue here on the layout. At least we'll get a shot of the T1 coming by the curve here. Might be the last loop for it.
Dispatcher here. You're cleared onto the main. Over. Roger that. All clear. Out.
Chuffing sounds really quiet on it for some reason. I turned the volume up. I don't know. I don't get it. I'd love to detail the inside of those cars. They're just like kind of plain and white, but there are figures at least. Unlike some of the new Lionel cars. Let's go in here. Gotta find a replacement for the T1. What's it gonna be? I wish, Max. I wish the Line Master T1. It's out of service right now. It needs to be repaired. I have no idea what's wrong with it. It just doesn't work at all. The sounds come on if you put it on the track, but that's about it. It doesn't move anywhere on the track. Oh, there's a stupid fly flying around in here. Okay, let's see here. Maybe we'll... I might just have to swap this engine out. We're gonna pick something new. What do you guys want to see instead of the T1? We could have shark noses pull this Pennsy train. We could have I have my legacy E8s. Would be kind of cool with this train. What else would be cool with a passenger train? I mean, pretty much anything really, but I don't know if the H10 is such a. I could put the H10 on the inner loop maybe. The H10 does 036, I believe, right? Does the H10 do 036? I can't remember. I think it does. All right, we got to stop the 8102 here. All right, this is a good place to stop this. All right, so let me kill the juice here and lay out for a second. Where the heck's my... Oh, it's in my pocket. All right, so David says K4. Yeah, we could do a K4. We could do the Bs, or not the Bs. I saw somebody say B units, and I was reading and I'm thinking at the same time. That's funny. I was gonna say the E8s. What do you guys think? Shark nose, E8s, or K4? I think those are our three choices. I'll set this right here for a second while I do a little track work. Sad day for the T1. Okay, I'm still here. Let's see here. So, I see a lot of shark noses, so maybe we can put the sharks on. I could do sharks. We can always stop and do sharks and then put the K4 on. Let's do that. We'll put the sharks on, then stop and get the K4 on a little bit later. These are the Lionel Legacy Pennsy Sharks. If you ever have a chance to buy a set of these shark noses, if you ever see one come up, or if Lionel remakes them, they're awesome engines. Definitely different looking than anything else that'll be in your collection. All right, so let's go ahead and start it up like this, see how everything works. Sorry about the the technical difficulties today. Part of running trains, I guess.
Dispatcher here. Do you copy? Over. Roger that. Please start up and stand by. Copy that, dispatcher. Starting up the engine. Out. I'm made up. Am I cleared out now? Over. Negative. Hold your position. Over. Roger that. Out.
Russell, I can't put my K4 on the inner loop because currently I have 036 curves in there, so I have to be selective on which engine I can run on the inner loop. I should have swapped. I mean, we'll leave the SD40-2 on for now, and then I'll swap out that engine whenever we put the K4 on.
Roger that. All clear. Now. Dispatcher, we are underway. Over. Acknowledged. Have a good run. Out.
They're a little dusty. That's natural weathering. Alright, so let's get everything up and running here again. That's cool. I like the Sharks. I'm kind of happy we chose that for the time being. We can change them out in a little bit. Like we said, we can put the K4 on there. Got two K4s to pick from. We can do the 1361 or the Tuscan Red K4. All right, so get this bad boy started back up.
This is the dispatcher. Do you copy? Copy that, dispatcher. Over. Very good. Start up and hold. Copy that. Ready to start this trip. Out.
Hey, rail fan Parker, you asked if you should get the Premier 1067 or a Premier -8. That's a tough call. I would say I really like the -8s. If you can get a -8 narrow nose, I really like the narrow noses. They make them in Proto 3.
How's the track look? Clear. Over. That's affirmative. Clear ahead.
Jerry says
Over.
Tuscan Red K4.
Copy that. Out.
Yeah, I like the Sharks. I don't they are weird looking, but they're awesome. I got approval from the wife. Double header K4. That'd be kind of cool. I don't have the couplers on it to mate them up, but so again, somebody asked a little bit ago. I'm sorry, I can't recall who it was, but about the Lionel tank car scene. So it's on the base here, and all I basically did was just put scenery into it, and made it look more realistic. Weathered the car with some dry brushing techniques, some rusty brown acrylics, and I did change the lighting on this. The lighting was that orange light flickered before, and I made it solid. I hated how it flickered, and then there was only I believe like a blue LED flashing in there, and I added a white one into it, or vice versa. I can't remember which color was there originally, but I put two colors in so that it looked a little bit more realistic. Here, if I get real close, you can see how there's two bulbs there. But it gives the impression of some welding going on or whatever they're doing. All right, so this is going good here. Get our ST40-2 going. That's one of those big giant box cars. I think they're what, 86 foot box cars, I think they're called. Hey, Otis, I do not have any engines with the road name, the RJ Corman. A.B. Charles. I remember going, I just realized what you guys were talking about. I remember going there when I was a kid.
That's affirmative. Your track is clear. Over.
I forgot about that place.
Roger that. Making good time. Now. Dispatcher, now the track is clear. Over.
Sharks look pretty good pulling those K-Line passenger cars. My bump and go trolley that usually runs on that front track is it's like it's stuck inside the closet. I gotta open up the closet and I guess move it on whatever section of track it's on. It's not reacting to the transformer, I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure how much longer that track's gonna stay as a bump and go trolley track. I'm thinking about throwing a switch in back there when I upgrade the track and having this as a line, a spur line that comes off and it's going to go through the mountain and come out on an elevated track here over by the steel mill as like an elevated ore bridge where the ore cars would, you know, drop down the ore loads. It's a race. Hey, how come nobody's doing the live crew talk here? I need some crew talk, like over and out, clear ahead.
How's the track look? Am I clear? Over. Dispatcher, are we clear to the junction? Over. Yeah, clear ahead. Over. Thank you, sir. Two signals ahead. Out. Dispatcher, I'm at slow speed. My fuel's at 3/4. Out.
Hello, thanks for joining in, everybody. Boxcar door is coming open. Probably for me slamming the brakes or the gas. Shave and a haircut right there. Did you see that? Oh man, I just missed the bus. The Steelers bus almost took the cake right there. Start her up, stand by.
Dispatcher, now the track look. Are we clear? Over.
Oh, so Slag Cat is the ore bridge is more of a crane. Okay. The crane is the ore bridge that picks up the ore. So what is the track, the elevated track for the ore cars? I forget what it's called. Then I'm calling it the wrong thing. The high line, okay. Cool. I gotta look up my terminology for steel mills. Yep, the stock house, right, exactly. I did know that. Let's get this tripod out of the way. Hey Timothy, how you doing? Thanks for everybody who's joined in today. I'd like to do, yeah, this is an ES44, Tommy. I don't have any UP Heritage engines. I do have the Spirit of the UP and the just a regular SD70 ACE as well. We ran those not too long ago. Maybe we'll go over to the curve here before the sharks come. We'll watch the sharks go around the horseshoe curve real quick. I forgot to turn the lights. I have like lights on the ceiling here that kind of light this room up a little bit better here. It's not bad though. Hey Wyatt, thanks for joining in today. We'll get our hobo scene working here. Again, those are the K-line 18-inch aluminum passenger cars. I do have 6, but I'm only running 4 because of those incandescent bulbs in there draw so much current, it's unreal. Let's get a close-up shot like we're standing down here at the curve. was going to show you guys this campfire scene. I loaded it with a little smoke fluid before the show here. Check this out. I just turned the switch on, so it's going to give it a second to heat up. There we go. We got some smoke. Sometimes you gotta blow a little air into it. There we go. This guy right here is funny. He's eating like a fish or something. The contacts weren't touching on that very well. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the smoke off on that. You gotta be really careful with these. It's a sleuth smoke unit. You can see it right there, that square with the black top on it. You can only put a couple of drops of fluid in there, and you gotta be really careful. If that thing dries up, it's done for. So. Let's go over here and catch this shot. Everybody seemed to like this one last week, or on Thursday, I should say.
Dispatcher, are we clear through the block? Over. Affirmative, you're all clear ahead. Over. Roger that, making good time. Out.
A lot of good times happening around the horseshoe curve here. Here's another not so good time. Check this out. Got the damsel in distress, and there is also a smoke unit here. Hold on, I'm trying to find the switch under the layout. Here it is. Here we go. Check this out for a second. There's her broken down car. I feel like this tree's in the way. How's that? Better? Yeah, I think it looks better without that tree there, to be honest. You got the police car with the policeman back here radioing in. How can we forget this scene? Hillbilly wedding. So many funny little things happening in here. go to notch 8. Let's go in here for a second. I'm still holding this tree in my hands that I plucked out of the ground in there. Here it is here. We have to find a new little place for it. How about like right here? That'd be kind of cool. Maybe down here. Yeah. That works. Oh, we forgot to talk about the new tree that was in the, I was going to show you guys. I'll go back in there in a second. Somebody wanted to see the shark nose that stop at the passenger station. I got 2 stations. I got the little mini station here. And then I got, that's like my little ticket booth. Or I got the slightly larger station in the back. One of my figures fell over back there. Man, is that hard to get back there. There's the golfers on the roof. Comes our streetcar. I don't know if you guys saw Batman. Did you see Batman last week?
I'm in the clear, waiting on instructions. Over. Good work. Sit tight. Out.
Picking up some passengers here. Yeah, we'll do a little short run going up the hill. See if I can give my hand a break for a second. Oop, that's crooked. Sorry.
This is the dispatcher. Please stand by. Over. Understood. Here looking for a green light. Now. One straight. One straight. Smithfield Street. Smithfield Street. Branch Street. Ross Avenue.
I hope you guys like that view. Kind of different. Thanks again for everybody joining in and watching today. Maybe we'll do swapping of some engines here soon. Catenary for the streetcar would be awesome. How to do it though, that'd be a little bit difficult, but it'd be kind of cool to have that. It really like swings around these curves too. Ooh, look at that. Just missed the bus. Oh. Hey, Daylily, thanks for joining in. We're going to run some trains for a little while longer, so you didn't miss all of it. Gotta spend quality time with your family. That's more important. So, another thing I could do is I actually have another streetcar as well. We could always swap out the streetcars too, if you guys are interested in doing that. Maybe we'll check that out. Swap out engine. We'll take the sharks off. We'll put a. Everybody seemed like they wanted to see a K4 pull those cars, so. Would it be either the 1361 or the Tuscan Red K4? What do you guys think? I'm going to set my phone down here and set it up again in this area where we can swap out the engines. Seem to work pretty good, so you guys can see what I'm doing. real quickly, if you guys ever wonder how I clean my trains, right here, just a paintbrush. Just gently get the dust off of them. No chance of breaking anything. Even these gentle antenna wires. So there you go. That's how I clean stuff. Occasionally I'll use like one of those like aerosol cans, but they really don't do the job like this does. Just gently, just brush it. Works pretty good. So I see two 1361s. I see one for the red K4. Wait for my streetcar. We'll swap out streetcars too. How about that? I haven't done that for a while. This one's Proto 3, this streetcar. I have a Proto 2 Pittsburgh streetcar as well. Yeah, maybe we'll do the the Tuscan K4. That'd be kind of cool. I'm also going to swap out on the SD40-2 real quick as well. Hey, Railfan JK, how you doing? All right, so I'm going to turn the layout off here. Brian Burns says M1. Anybody else want the M1 rather than a K4? Seems like either K4 would work right about now. So I got 2 for M1s, and I got a couple K4s requests. So here's the other streetcar I have. You can see it's a Pat Transit, black and gold. This is a Proto 2. I believe the horn is the same, so it's not crazy different, but at least it's different looking, and I think the station stops are all different. All right, so let's swap out the Sharks. Give me one moment. I was trying to look through the comments here, sorry. Double header, M1 and a K4, that'd be kind of sick. The thing is though that I don't have the couplers on them, so I mean we could try to lash them up together. They'll just be real close together. They won't be physically connected. We could try that. See how it works. So we'll put the K4 in the rear, and then the M1 up front. And then if it gets kind of weird and doesn't work, and they're banging into each other, then we'll just pull one of them. We'll probably just pull the M1A off, and then just run just the K4. Trying to get the tender lashed up here with the locomotive. All right. Okay, we're good to go with that. So we got a little double header going here. So we got the M1A and the K4. This will be kind of interesting. Never really done this before. All right, so it's going into legacy remote here. We need to pick an engine. So we'll just call it 67 since that's what I usually put in for the K4. So we'll call this. See, I'm trying to get it on film here so you guys can see how to build a train with the legacy remote. So you hit this the second train button here. I'm gonna do 67. The lights aren't coming on my controller. I don't know why. Don't give them. All right, so whoops, 67. All right, and then you hit info, build. So our first engine is the M1A, which is 67. And then we want to add right here this engine, the K4. I think it's, what is it? It's 09. So it's right here, you just type in 09. They're both heading in the same direction. Hit set. And it's programming the trains now. All right, let's see how it works.
Tower, errors made. Are we ready to pull? Over. Roger that. Integrate. Over. Acknowledged. I got a clear signal. Out.
There's already a gap forming. Yeah, it's not working so good, but we'll roll with it for a lap or two. The K4 has got all the weight behind it. That's probably the main reason why. Oh yeah, there's a huge gap between those two. Yeah, it's not working out so good, guys. That was worth a try. We tried it. Didn't work. All right, we'll let it take a lap around. I'm going to have to fix that here in a minute. All right, so I forgot to change the SD40-2 again.
Dispatch, are we clear through the junction? Over.
See if we can get this streetcar started up while we're waiting for the steam train to come back around the layout here. So what number is that? 1730. There we go. All right, here's our other streetcar. Same bell. Sounds like the volume's turned down. You know what I really want to do? I want to get a TMCC board and get like a Williams trolley or even like the bump and go trolley and put TMCC in it and be able to run it around here with the legacy remote. That'd be kind of cool. Here's the horn. Same one. So this loop and this inner loop is command controlled, as you can tell. Obviously, I'm running it with my MTH DCS remote. I did have it running conventionally at one point a long time ago, and the problem with running it conventionally was you couldn't get this nice slow speed operation. So you ended up with a train that, or no, I'm sorry, not a train, a streetcar that was running around here a little too fast, and I just didn't really like it that much. I figured it was time to go command controlled with it. All right, so we got a pretty good gap going here between the between these engines. So that just shows you how much difference there is in tension between the couplers whenever you do lash ups. Oop, I was speeding up the wrong train. All right, so I'm gonna delete this. Let me move this up so I can. What you do is you go in here. So we're on train 67. If you want to delete it, press your info button and just hit clear right here. Clear train, yes. Now as you can see, the K4, the headlight came back on. So it's running independently, which is engine 9. Volume was turned down on it. And then our M1A here, we may need to pull it into the engine shed and just park it for now. Just a bit more. Okay, get this thing out of the way. Okay, that looks like a... Well, I guess we could, I think we can pull it all in here. I pulled the... That stall was empty, I forgot. See how far it sticks out on this end. Almost fits perfectly, actually. Just about an inch too long. It's one thing I like about this Atlas engine house is the doors continue on the other end. So like here, I made this track longer for longer engines, and then here I was limited to that length just because of the curve of the loop coming past it. Okay, so let's do this. While we got everything stopped here, let's change the SD40-2 real quick. I'm gonna turn off the layout. Sorry if the video was choppy there for a second. I noticed it was on, at least it was on my iPad over there. Okay. Trying to figure out what we can run over here. I could put on my my genset switcher. -9. Let's do the -9. I haven't run that for a while. Hang on 1 second. This is the Legacy -9 that was in the set with the tank train set. Okay, all right, that's good to go. All right, so let's get this layout started up here again. We'll run trains for a little bit longer. This is a scratch built engine shed. I made this myself, Tommy. So this it's not from a kit. I created it and made it on my own. Here, I'll turn the lights on so you can see a little better. Okay, hang on. Let me take my phone off this tripod so we can get a good look in there. It's probably dirty inside. I haven't got up in there and cleaned it. Yeah, there's some cobwebs in there. But yeah, it's pretty neat. And then I built this to kind of go along with it. Anthony, you asked if there's foam on top of my plywood onto my layout. There is not foam on top of the layout. I don't feel that you need to put foam on the top of the layout. And I know that, like, you know, we talk about this the Homosote. I'm gonna call it BS because I think it is BS. When you build a layout, okay, if you're gonna have a table with a wooden top on it and that's it, it's gonna be loud. Yes, I agree. But if you have a lot of scenery and you're using the pink foam like I did in my horseshoe curve, and you're building mountains, and basically the only part of the track where there's wood exposed is around where your track is running, it's not going to be that loud. I mean, when I run trains over in the horseshoe curve over there, I have a cork road bed under it, and it's not loud at all. The trains run around there nice and quiet. I've run trains in there with the volume low, and it's quiet as can be. So the whole Homosote thing is just, it's blown out of proportion. Foam is good. I just wouldn't use it on top of the layout, and the reason for it is because it just doesn't hold up. Like if you need to stand on top of the layout and get on top of there, it's gonna get dented and chipped if your engine falls or you drop something on it. So I prefer to just go with plywood and cork road bed, and then you have your scenery surrounding it with foam, and or you can even use plaster cloth. In here there's a lot of plaster cloth. That's all plaster cloth. And basically this whole mountain is plaster cloth except for the rock face is in here. It was an early method I used with the ceiling tiles broken up. All right, so that's just my opinion on it. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but I think you're wasting your money if you go and buy a bunch of Homoso to put on top of your layout. So it's not needed. Let's see here. Trying to figure out what we're doing here. All right, so -9. Start this thing up.
Norfolk Southern 9798. Do you copy? Roger that. 9798. Read you loud and clear. Start up and stand by. Copy that. NX 9798 out.
This was actually my first legacy engine.
NX 9798 here. Can I roll? Over. Norfolk Southern 9798. You're good to go. Over. Roger that. Norfolk Southern 9798. Cleared outbound. Out. Norfolk Southern 9798. Locomotive is underway. Over. Okay, 9798. Out.
Hey Tommy, 3340 was my it was my second. I believe it was my second legacy engine. Yeah, it was. Yeah, Anthony, I really don't. I really think you can just build a layout with plywood under the track and using cork road bed, and just build up your scenery around it with your foam.
This is 9798. How's my track looking?
Ooh. Uh-oh, that's not good. I must not have put it on the tracks good. Crap. That's a mistake. Because now it's stuck in the back. Hold on a second. I gotta see if I can fix that. Yeah, I mean, you could put cork road bed under fast track. I don't see why not. Hang on a second, guys. I gotta climb back there and pick up that engine. Had a little bit of an oopsie here. Sorry. Try to run trains a little bit longer. We've got the K4 running on that. Ugh. This is a tough reach. Really, it's really tough. Oh, I hate that spot too. That's one of the spots in the layout I hate. And the other thing that makes it hard is I put these wires in. So when I'm up there, I'm trying to reach over these high tension wires, and it makes it harder. All right, we're good to go now. Make sure this engine is running good. Sorry, I just took off fast with that. I want to make sure it's all good now. Oh, here drop off some coal at the power plant. Even though our loads aren't emptying, but we can imagine that they are. All right, this one's running good now. All right, so we're back in business here. Sorry for the slight malfunction. Got the Tuscan K4 pulling some K-line aluminum passenger cars now. Sulfur coal, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna put the camera right here for a minute while I get this chair out of the way that I was using to get that train. I was just looking back through the comments. I saw Hunter Lee Maynard. You asked if this is a coal train or a stone train. It's actually a combination of the two. So it's actually coke hoppers for these MTH Premier coke hoppers, the high top ones, and then this is a 6-pack of the rapid discharge hoppers, I think they're called. And I put these custom coal loads in them, or not coal, limestone. That's one of the ingredients used to make coal, so I figured I'd have coke, limestone, and then I have ore cars. So that's the three main ingredients to produce steel. So it's kind of one of my favorite trains to run on this inner loop. I just don't have the what's called ore cars over here yet. Actually, that's a great idea. While we got that idea rolling, I'm gonna maybe pull the ore cars over here with the switcher that I said I was gonna run. So I gotta get this Pensy Heritage moving. Do that first. Alright, so that's going smooth. K4 is running good. We can step away and not worry about what's happening out here. This is a cool shot. All right, so here's our Union Railroad switcher. And it's number 5 in the remote.
This is the tower. Do you read me? Over. Copy that. Read you loud and clear. Start her up and stand by to pull. Acknowledge. Out.
I think I'm gonna weather this engine eventually. It's too clean looking for my liking. It needs to be weathered and rusty. So I'm gonna look up some pictures of these engines that are on the Union Railroad and try to do a weathering job on this sometime soon.
We are moving. Over. Acknowledged. Yardmaster out.
cool view. You can watch the yard a little bit and the main layout. So many different views you can get around the layout here. So my switch isn't throwing, which I'm not surprised by because none of them are working correctly. Sorry, little hand throw switch. Uh-oh. Track probably needs cleaned in that spot. So we just picked up the ore cars here.
Yardmaster, how's the lead look? Are we clear? Over. Yes, the lead is yours. Over. Taking lunch. All clear to make our cut. Out.
So we got to stop this train right here for a second. It's heading the opposite direction of the rest of the trains right now. I'm gonna have to do a little switching job here, a little switcheroo. Trying to wait for these two trains to pass. There's our Tuscan K4. It's a great engine, a Tuscan K4. Alright, so I'm going to slow down the trains on the main loop to slow speed. That was a restricted speed, sorry.
We are moving. Over. Roger that. Camera out. Howard, I've got 4 car lengths to this cut. Am I clear? Over. Yes, the lead is yours. Over. Acknowledged. Clear to the cut. Out.
So what I'm doing is I'm bringing these ore cars over, and I'm gonna deliver them to the inner loop so we can put them behind the Dash 9 tank train, well, the engine at least. These are also custom load. It's just Woodland Scenics ore that I glued into the original plastic loads, so they're removable just like the original plastic loads are. See, pretty simple upgrade. Looks a heck of a lot better. All right, so let's put these cars on the back on the inner loop here. Anthony, the limestone load on the discharge cars is just simply limestone ballast that I bought from not Woodland Scenics, Scenic Express. And same thing, it's just glued right onto the plastic load. I remove them, and basically I take a paintbrush with Elmer's glue and just totally coat the plastic and just pile the ballast onto it, let them dry. You have to kind of shape the sides so it doesn't hang off the edges. That way when you go to put it back in your car, it fits in the car well. Alright, so here's our switcher's good to go. It delivered its payload. Send that back to the yard. And then I gotta get rid of this caboose. We'll have a floating caboose in the river for a time being. And then tank train. Whoops, wrong one. Throw this coupler. I've actually been wanting to do this, so I have this train built up again. I like having my I know that didn't last up. Didn't couple. All right, now we're good. Okay, now we got our steel train. And we still have our floating caboose. So I just saw the Union switcher go back into the yard. I stopped it over there. All right, and then we can get all the engines on the main line back up to speed. Thanks again for everybody who's joined in and watched today. If you missed any of the live show, you can always go back and watch it, the rerun, whenever it uploads. Anthony A., I have rode on the Nickel Plate Road 765. Oops. Crap. Hold on one second. We had a mistake happen here. I sent this through the switch by accident. Okay. Anyways, yeah, I was saying I rode it when it was in the fall, Cuyahoga Valley. That was awesome. I think I posted a video of that trip. Pretty sure I did. That was fun. I'd like to do that again. Hang on one second. Let me get this K4 going good. Check out our steel train real quick. If you guys, if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. We appreciate it greatly. Looks like there's a cobweb here. I just realized that. It's kind of hard to keep them all off the layout all the time. All right, so let's go over here. I want to show you what I did over here. It's not a big deal, but it's still something. Here, let me turn this off. We don't need it anymore. Here's our shelves up above. Usually that, actually we'll go grab that red caboose and put it back real quick. I usually have it sitting up on that shelf with the ES44. And then this is where the Pennsy Heritage usually sits at. And there's the Conrail Heritage. It's kind of a nice little display of the NS engines right there. All right, it's our Halloween scene. Looks like we got the K4 coming. I gotta turn down that hobo tower. It's blasting. It's at full full volume. Anyways, so here's the tree. I finally put the one in the middle there. That giant sequoia, I believe it is. So let me turn this down so I can talk. I feel like I can't even talk over it. That's a little more manageable now. Okay. Anyways, yeah. New sequoia tree. Finally put it in right there. I thought it would be a nice way to put a backdrop on this UFO scene. I know it's not really prototypical for the Horseshoe Curve to have these type of trees, but I thought it was just kind of fun and cool to have right here. It's not really seen while you're looking at the Horseshoe Curve over here if you're over there. So did a couple things to this scene. This tree right here was in the spot where that new one's at, and then I believe one of these trees was kind of like right here, and I thought it was really in the way, so I moved it, and then I stuck in this grass right here. I'm pointing at with my thumb while I'm trying to stand up this alien. Another thing I thought about doing. What do you guys like? Do you like the UFO landed, or I could do this? I could make it look like it's like up here, like flying or something, but then it kind of doesn't make sense with the figures already on the ground. I don't know. I thought about doing it like that. But I think it looks pretty good either way, really. Sitting atop Dead Man's Curve. Got the hikers, the mountain climbers, Sasquatch. And then you have the little green men and the robot. And there's a black bear over here. Where's he at? Oh, there he is. So that's why we call it Dead Man's Curve. Also because the track is right at the edge of the table here, so it's like it's treacherous. So we'll probably run trains here for just a bit longer. Take a moment to thank everybody who's joined in today. I appreciate it. I know I've said it many times, but I do really appreciate it, honestly. And I enjoy doing this. It's fun.
How's the track look? Am I clear? Over. Yes, all clear ahead. Over. Copy that.
I mean, I'm happy I got that Tuscan K4. That thing's awesome. Here will be a good shot. Let's try to do this real quick. I'll set this tripod up somewhere where I can't really reach. Got the villain with the lady tied up on the tracks. Before I let you guys go, well, sorry about the shakiness there. I didn't mean to hit camera like that. Let me walk back in here. Here's our coal mine scene again. I gotta get the lights fixed on. I'm gonna try to do that maybe before the Thursday show. I just gotta put some new LEDs in here. I may even just wire them like right to the outside of this building, and just paint the wires coming up. Kind of make it look like natural wiring coming up from the ground. and put some wire, put some new lighting underneath. All the LEDs burned out. I was using the wrong transformer on them a long time ago, so need to fix that. And then just real quickly, also talk again about my building flats, PTF Designs building flats. And again, these are available on a couple different ways. You can buy them on my website, it's pghtrainfanatic.com, or you can go to eBay and look up building flats. PGH Train Fanatic is the username, and I have the motto. I say that my building flats are the best in model railroading, and the reason for that is because I really truly believe that they're built on they're printed on a matte vinyl. These are waterproof. So you could splash smoke fluid on it by accident. It's not going to ruin it, or a little bit of water while you're doing your scenery. I wouldn't suggest soaking it, but if you get a little bit of water on it, it's not going to ruin it. It's not going to bleed. The other thing is the thickness is a 1/2 inch thick. I have never seen one of these boards warp ever. They stay straight and true all the time, so you don't have to worry about that the thin board the other people use to make these flats on and it warping and looking bad. This is going to stay good and looking for a long time. And not only that, mine come with LEDs. So again, the website here. Most of the buildings are on the website. Some are not. If they're not, go to eBay, check out my eBay store, or just send me an email, pghtrainfanatic.com. There's also links on the website where you can sign up for the newsletter, and or you can just send me a message through email that way as well. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm gonna call it a day here, running trains. Bring everything to a halt. If I'm free on Thursday this upcoming week, I'll do a live show. Probably at around, it seems like on the weekdays, a good time for me and for everyone is around like 4:30 p.m. Just because I work all day long. I try to, right now I'm working from home, doing my building flats and stuff, so I'm trying to work an entire day, get stuff shipped by the evening before the post office closes, and then run some trains, a little downtime, and then I usually work again in the evening. So put a lot of hours into the business. All right, let's wait for our K4 to come around here. Thanks again, everybody. I appreciate all the nice compliments throughout the show and your intuitive questions, suggestions, anything that was said. I appreciate it all. I've been looking forward to these live sessions each week. It's kind of the only time I come down here and I run trains, so the rest of the time I'm busy doing stuff and building flats and daily life. Randy Jacobs says UFO in the ground. Cool. All right, thanks for the feedback on that. I kind of like it on the ground too. Thank you. All right. Well, my name is Nick. Thanks for watching. PIR and the Horseshoe Curve live stream Sundays again at 3 p.m. pretty much each week, and Thursdays around 4:30. So Tommy, I just saw your question. I'll answer that real fast, then I'm going to end the show. So you asked what I use for the I-beams to make my engine shed. Those are Plastruct styrene, so made by Plastruct. These are a little bit of a larger I-beam, and these are slightly smaller. There's a lot of cuts and angles, and patience, super glue. I built the frame with the styrene, and then I covered it with a 1/4-inch foam board, spray painted it all. So I mean, it turned out pretty decent. To be honest, this may actually be coming off the layout soon. As much as I like it, I have something else in the works that's going to be coming along here soon. So again, I'll leave it at that. And thank you guys one last time for watching the show today. And I'll see you next time.